Hello everyone, welcome back to the Casper Fox channel. My name's Casper Fox. Today we're doing something very, very different. If you guys remember back in the day, I kind of started this trend with adding gods to god games. I did Hades, which kind of sparked what Stories from Styx later became, not in the rapping sense, but Slades, and it became kind of like a hit canon for a lot of people for Epic. And I was enjoying doing Slades a lot. Slades is currently retired because I'm doing Stories from Styx. But if you guys don't know, I am Slades, if that makes sense. I did a bunch of stuff with Gwendy, including Hades and God games, and of course Puddle Boy. I did the Eurylochus disc, I did Commotion, everything like that. And I was made aware that there's this video with other gods in god games, including my own is in here. So we're gonna take a look at that and kind of see what people are doing. I know for a fact that I've seen a bunch of, I've never seen a visual for them, but I've seen a bunch of audio ones. I think my favorite one has been the Dionysus one, made by Jadelyn and then performed by people like Marine and Red and stuff like that. So that one's really good. But we're gonna take a look at that, see how it was very fun seeing that, like after I did Hades and God games, seeing people starting to do their take a spin on it and stuff like that. I saw that there was a Demeter one and an Artemis one, stuff like that, and I haven't really actually indulged them, so I think that's what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, this is a compilation video made by Gestoord Vakken, which probably is Dutch or something, and it's it has everything. I can see that it has Gigi's God game as like the fundamental of it. So we're gonna check that out. I will not be watching the initial god game, so there will be some clipping every time a god appears. So I'm not gonna just be watching, because we already watched in very, very slick detail Gigi's god games, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm actually also in that video. I don't know if you know, but Morgan, put the screenshot on here. We put Gigi put us in there. Me, myself, and Mortius, of course. Me, myself, and Mortius, or Chief, myself, and Mortius, obviously. But yeah, let us get into if other gods were in god games, I guess we'll call it. Peak. Hades, Artemis, Persephone, Dionysus, and Hestia. Ooh, interesting. So, right after this one, we get my one. Man.
Is it good to be back on the mountain?
I've heard that. I've heard myself say that so many times now. This entire introduction thing, I don't know if you guys know, was improvised. I didn't put a speaking part in. I only did the little talk, little god, little wolf. So when I started recording, I was just like, I don't have anything, so I just winged it, and this is what I came up with.
Brothers and sisters, Hades was invited to the Wisdom Saga after all. Right, Odie. Okay, well. Ow!
Yeah. So, and then I stopped the recording. I was like, sure, we'll go with that. And then the little talk, little god, little wolf. Visually, I gave Gwendy pretty free reign to do whatever. I was a little involved with the Hades design here is based on Archie's original design. You put that on screen here, Morgan. Which of course is based on, well, me. It's my glasses that are a little bit more circular. It's the headband that I normally wear for my epic content stuff. I usually wear it on Or now. And then of course, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing pomegranate earrings. Those are also, actually I bought these because of Archie's design for that. And then yeah, the suit and everything, and it's really cool.
Right, Odie. Okay, well. Ow! Little talk, little god, little wolf. Don't you remember how he was incredible?
Took you 2 little minutes to say your goodbye. People don't know this, but I say 2 little minutes to say your goodbyes because Athena's vocals take up roughly around 2 minutes of my goodbye. Peak.
There's no limit or bottom to what it could hide. So release him, I say, will let go of his chains. In the end, is my brother who says who's detained.
Here we got Artemis. Why should I trust him? Peak. Nice. Nice. Okay. So Artemis kind of takes the pack mentality of a leader, which makes sense because she's the goddess of the hunt, right? So that makes a lot of sense. I like this approach a lot. I don't know who did the animatic for this. So it's by Laura. Yeah, I knew that. HAH Studio. Okay, interesting. Peak. I know. All I hear are screams, and then, oh my god, genius!
Sometimes our decisions have to be made in the wrong.
Okay, so we don't actually resolve in this. Oh, I know this one. Obviously, I know this one. Interesting. I love that spin, and I love especially something. And I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. The epic community is like, especially on TikTok. It's full of toxicity. There's no room for creative space. Everyone is seeing Jay as like this kind of like god, and if you do something that's not to Jay's liking, or not even to Jay's liking, something that you don't think Jay likes, you on it, and something that. So the reason why, for example, when I did Hades in God Games was that, okay, Hades is not in Epic the Musical. That is like, he's not in the Odyssey, and Hades is just not in Epic, right? So I need to make sure that that is showed in the musical. So instead of me going all, like, literally making a one-to-one with what Hades would be like, there is actually a video of someone who did that, which you can find on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called, but there is a Hades version that's a little bit more true to the Epic. But so I was like, okay, Hades will rap over trap beats to really set him apart from what Epic the Musical is. And so many people were like crying, like, why is he that? And it's so just like, bro, shut up, please.
Get some help.
Pick up a microphone, record your own version. But like, oh, it pissed me so. And not just that. Then when more people started doing, I remember the Dionysus one by Jaitlin, which I think is one of the most cleverly put together pieces of music the entire Epic community has ever done, was for no. People were complaining that she was just reusing stuff from Epic. Bro, that's motifs. It was. I'm sorry for a little crash out, but it's not stupid. I love what this was by. Obviously, it's by Laura, but also by AJ. Well done, you guys. Let us do my wife.
Persephone, just one kiss. That's all he said, then pushed me down onto the bed. Those snake-like eyes fill me with dread. Persephone. While the trees and the flowers continue to bloom, darkness closes you and all the room is spinning in circles and you can't refuse. You understand what he's going through. I do. Release him.
Peak. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And a lot of people will think, well, Casper, I thought you were big on Hades being a good guy and bada. Of course, in stories from Styx, it is not portrayed as heavily if you look at it surface level. If you have media literacy, you know that it's very layered, but that is sadly not the case for a lot of Epic community members. So it's kind of nice to see like that approach from it, because the Hades and Persephone story is very romanticized, and you can't get away from the fact that the original myths and a lot of sources will tell you that Persephone was kidnapped. A lot of people will misinterpret, because, and I like a little trigger warning for we're going to get into this, so trigger warning, you can skip ahead in the video or turn off the premiere, but the subject of SA, especially the word rape. So back in the day, rape meant abduction. So the rape of Persephone did not mean the act, but more like the kidnapping, right? And a lot of people misinterpret that as to that is what happened. Some sources might say that. I have not come across any sources that directly say that Hades forced himself on Persephone in any way. But again, who knows? It's so long ago. That's probably not a debate or a win back I want to open up. But I think that it's incredible that we can get an interpretation like that, and it makes sense because she emphasizes with Circe and. Well, with Circe and Calypso in the Odyssey. In Epic, it's not portrayed that happens, but again, do not want to open that one back. But yeah, this is Lunar Tunes. Lunar Tunes has done a ton. By the way, well done, Amelia. We're going to get on to what is now Dionysus. And of course, this is Jaitlin, which I said I love. And then Lunar Tunes, who has done a lot of fan art for Stories from Styx. So, awesome. Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand. He put a lotus to my wine. Ah, peak.
Don't underestimate him. He used his mind to keep on surviving. Know that the dreams to save all his friends and get back home to his son. And why?
Peak.
If you choose to release him, he'll have a feast when he had succeeded. This is the trade the heavens offer. Oh, that's the gift
Genius.
Let's have a toast to that.
Awesome, right? And of course, Laura again, who also did Artemis. I love the Dionysus one. I think it's so clever. I think it's a perfect use of motif. It's probably like, I think that is, in my humble opinion, the best God Games verse out there. Like even with my own, like even with Hades, I think this one, I think that especially with like both Red and Marine covering, I think especially Marine did a fantastic job with Dionysus in God Games. I love it. I think it's incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible. Let's hear Hestia. Peak. Also, just to appreciate Laura, how cleanly she breaks into this falsetto head voice she's got going on. Incredible. And even like look at like she's putting notes up there to like signify why like this motif was chosen. Incredible. Ah. Yeah, and it makes sense. That makes sense. Wonderful, wonderful. And then I think we are back to regular god game. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is that there are a few more gods that I do want to check out. So we're just going to clip so we can grab those right there. So be right back. Now this one is Hypnos in God Games, which is a more recent one that I have been spammed with recently, which I'm very, very excited. Hypnos, of course, is a Sleepy Boy, an animatic by Genry, and of course by Ozzy, the GOAT. So let's check that out right now. I have not listened to this because I knew I was going to like react to it at some point, but... Trapped in his own self-loathing. So he takes this dance because he's staying awake. That's awesome. So I ask you, should I want his freedom when he disgraced my gift with his own inattention? His prison competence was not his fault. He's not the one who deserves to be. The soundscape is so cool. Of being bitter, throw a bone, give him a sliver of a chance for hope to get back home and sleep in his own bed. Release him. Wonderful, absolute f***ing cinema. I love that so much. Oh my god, peak. Wait, what? We get it. There's a Demeter one. Marine sang this one. What?
Demeter, I need your help. When does a monster become a man, and the blood staining both his hands will be washed off with love so true? Athena, I understand that is missing his past romance, so I'm asking he's waiting for you.
Why has no one sent me this?
How dare you?
Hello?
Hello?
This is Jaitlin as well, but I didn't know Marine sang it. And Noir with that. That was incredible. I am so grateful about the whole other gods in God games trend. I think it's absolutely incredible and it's so much fun. So thank you all so much for partaking in that. That was awesome. Wow. Wow, I did not expect that to be one. That was beautiful, you guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little one-off here as we do. If you want to support me over on Patreon or listen to my musical anthology or themed album Stories from Styx, by the time this goes live, I'm assuming that part 2 is getting close to being teased or whatever. I don't actually know when this goes live, but we're recording in advance. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about the God Games trend or maybe Hades in God Games, Slades, whatever, Stories from Styx, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to ignore them. I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you patrons and thank you all so much, and we will be back next week for more content. I don't know. Take care. Bye.